Right, firstly, can we welcome everybody here today, especially those who have travelled some way. It's not going to be a sad occasion, it's going to be a happy occasion. I'll say a few words of introduction first. I think we should start with a big thank you to Hereford FC and to Chairman Ken and his board for allowing us to do this. Also for Martin Brain for organising the hospitality and the tickets for the day. Very much appreciated. I won't go too much into the history of the plaque. We'll cover that later on after the meal. But suffice it to say, it's a real pleasure to have rediscovered it. I think everybody was very sad when this club burnt down back in '95. The plaque basically we thought had been destroyed, but we managed to recover it. And out of sight, out of mind, without the plaque there, I think the new generation of people growing up would have actually forgotten the memory of these two wonderful gentlemen. But now, with it back in its rightful place, it's preserved the memory, basically for future generations, and it won't be forgotten. I've had chats with the relatives and had some long discussions about what it means to everybody. And I think a couple of them are going to say a few words later on. But Hereford United at the time and Hereford FC now can't thank enough. And I think Roy will agree that they did far more for those two players than ever their home club did. Which is quite touching. So that's nice. So we're formally dedicated again. Chairman Ken will say a few words on that, just to do it formally. Then we'll retire back up there for the dinner. We'll get that out of the way, and then we'll have a question and answer session and interview some of the players. In fact, there's another thing actually. 4 of the players that actually played in that fateful game that night are actually with us today. So if you haven't met them yet, we'll make sure you'll be introduced to them later on as well. So yeah, brilliant. Okay.
Should we swap places?
Yeah.
Probably easier for me to ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Thank you all very much for coming here today on this really very important occasion. I'd like to emphasise the point that we may be a new club, but the spirit of the old club carries on with the fans of this existing club now. So I think it's really important that we have this plaque rededicated today. And I've got to say, on behalf of all of us, a tremendous thank you to Ron Parrott, our club historian. He discovered that this incredible coincidence was coming up. It's a really sad occasion that we lost these two wonderful players, formerly with Hereford United. I'm delighted that the families and some of the players are with us today. But Ron, through his work, he found the plaque in the ruins of the burnt out old building. He's had it restored, and I have to say he's done it at his own expense, and he's done the research that goes with it, and it's thanks to him that most of you are here today, and thanks from Hereford FC to Ron for the fact that we're now able to rededicate this plaque. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you ever so much for coming. I've great pleasure in being here at this ceremony today, and I know that you'll have a good lunch, and what follows afterwards, I'm sure we'll hear from all of you as time goes on. Thank you so much.
Well done, Ron.
Joining me is Brian's brother, Roy Purcell, here at Hereford FC. We've just unveiled the plaque. What was your reaction to seeing it again restored 50 years later?
Well, to be honest with you, this is my first time of seeing it. And it's the perfect way to celebrate their 50th year.
How good was he as a player? He was started at Swansea.
Well, he was a typical centre-half. Marshalled his defence well, and he was the type of boy, his job was to stop the centre-forward scorer, and he did that on many occasions, yeah.
And how close were you to your brother?
Oh, gosh, as close as you can get. I mean, never ever forgotten him. I carry his photo around in my wallet, and I brought my boys up on football, and they know all about the uncle. Never ever forgotten him. But one thing, we've lost them, but you can never lose the memories, and I got many of them. So, very close.